Alright, my name is Blake Walker, and I'm going to talk to you about NoFap, and I'm going to go over my experiences, my hardships, the things that I found that helped me with it, really just stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm 14, so me being 14, I feel like some people may view me as super young and dumb, maybe, I don't know, but, I mean, I feel like fapping and masturbation and porn especially, it doesn't help me in any way. It'll take up my time, it'll mess with my brain. I mean, it's just, there's no benefits to it, right? And I'm sure you agree, and that you have the same problems as me. And I mean, this is why I'm doing this. I mean, I want to help you fix your problems, and yeah. So, so with fapping and porn, it's just the technology and phones and everything is so advanced, and computers, you get the gist. It's just one press of a button and you're there and you're seeing it. And this is horrible. And I mean, I wish there were more, like, I wish it was just banned, you know? Because what good does it do? I mean, it makes the people money, but I mean, I don't care about them, right? One of the worst parts is that I've asked people how they feel after it, and I've heard stories. Nobody feels good after they do it. So, why do it? That's a good question. That's a really good question. And my answer, addiction. You can't stop. And that's why I'm trying to break this addiction and stop and stop and stop. Because it's not doing anything good to me. But yeah, with such easy access with technology, like I said, it's really hard to quit, because it's not like you can just do something so fast and you're right back square one. And I'll tell you my story. I'll tell you when I first discovered it, right, the hardships and things that have helped me do it less. So, when I first discovered porn, I think I was 12. Around 12, I mean, yeah, I was 12. I was 12. And just pause for that. Pause on that. Just think about that for a second. 12 years old. 12 when I found this stuff. I mean, people back before this, they weren't at least like in their late teens, 20s, when they saw a naked woman for the first time, right? With people nowadays, probably some even 10, 9-year-olds, like, think about that. That's terrible. But, I mean, I know there's so many others, like you, maybe, like me, that are addicted as well, and they're young, and I want to help people kind of just, like, push through, you know, like, to push through. And, I mean, I'll talk about a thing that's helped me a lot, and it's quitting social media, like TikTok, Instagram. I mean, I never really was much of an Instagram user, but Snapchat, really just spending less time on your phone and more time doing stuff that will help you. Because, I mean, I'll talk to you about social media later and stuff, right? And something I've taken, like a hobby that I've started doing that is way better than social media and video games. I stopped playing video games because, well, it's a waste of time, in my opinion. Sure, it gives me entertainment, but it's not that useful. But yeah, I mean, started reading. I'm on this book. It's called Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche, I think is how you say his name. He was this German philosopher, and it's written by Walter Kaufmann, and he's just talking about Nietzsche's takes and his philosophical ideas, and kind of like explaining who he was and just overviewing him, right? It's very hard to read, but I mean, I'm doing my best, and yeah. But another thing about deleting social media is that usually it's not just straight to porn, you know? You will be like, you'll see this video and it'll like, you'll think of it, right? And then you'll think about it, and you'll think about it, and you'll think about it, and you'll do it. So just like eliminating that first idea has probably led to me doing it so much less, like, to be so honest. But yeah, deleting those have really helped me. And also another thing is that the thought, like me just thinking that when I get these urges, it's to reproduce and to have sex, right? Not to jerk off, to fap, right? So, I mean, that kind of helps me, like, snap out of it and realize that it's not what my brain wants to do. My brain wants me to do the ultimate thing in male life, right? Which is to reproduce. So, with that, I mean, I think just thinking of that helps me a lot. It just makes me think that that's not what I'm going to do. That's not something that's good for me, right? So, where I'm at now, I don't do it nearly as often as I did, right? I still relapse, and I still feel like shit when I do it. So why don't I stop? Is a great question. I'm addicted. That's the answer, right? Like I said before, the reason people do bad things like drugs, like porn, like masturbation, they're addicted and they can't stop, right? So they need to face the addiction like I'm doing. I'm taking it into my own hands, trying to figure out how not to. But I have made so much progress from when I first started, and I think you can too, you know? What's stopping you, right? Why not? Exactly. So all you have to do is not do it, right? If you think about doing it, just don't. Think to yourself. Don't let the little head think, let the big head think. That's a funny saying, but yeah. So, yeah, I think that just not doing it is the best solution, the only solution, but it's really hard. And I mean, I agree with you. It is not easy at all to stop, which is why I still relapse, right? But it starts with stopping, right? And I think you can do that, all seriousness. So I'm gonna have a motto, like the saying that I say, and it's always hardest to start. The hardest part is to start, right? So the reason is because it's true. The hardest part of doing something is stopping it. Is starting it, I mean. Yeah, right. Well, see you later. And I mean, I hope this helps you. This talk will help you, and my points that I brought up will resonate with you.